Hi, this is Jason Fielder with the Daily Forex Report for March 4th. We are looking at the U.S.-Japanese yen pair. This pair we are expecting to move as high as 129 and as low as 97.13. Make sure to look for some resistance around the 99.50 area and possibly some support around the 98.50 area. This pair closed up. The bias is moving higher. It's moving sideways, but the bias is definitely to the upside. Now switching over to the Euro USD pair. This particular pair, let me adjust the chart. We have closed up today after moving much lower. We are looking for this pair to move as high as 127.90 and potentially as low as 123.24. Now look for some resistance around 12700 and also look for some support around 12600 in this particular pair. This pair is moving sideways. The bias is sideways also. Looking at the pound USD, this particular pair, we have this pair moved higher today. It moving sideways and definitely closed up, moving sideways, biases to the upside. We are expecting this pair to move as high as 143.53 and potentially as low as 137.79. Now look for some resistance around 142.64 and look for some support around 140.92 in this particular pair. Now switching to the US Swiss, this particular pair closed down today after moving higher. After the open, it is moving sideways. Bias is definitely sideways. We are expecting it to possibly move as high as 119.47, although that's very high, and potentially as low as 1.1573. Look for some resistance though at 117.44 and look for some support around 116.77 in this particular pair. Now, what am I looking for during this next session? The U.S. Canadian dollar has formed a swing trade during at the close of this past session. We have a point here and a point here. You draw your trend line across. You get this point. That point, we're basically looking for a short around the 1.2698 area, and we're looking for a potential exit around 126.08. That's a difference of 90 pips that we're looking for. Definitely think we will get this during this next session, but of course we'll just have to wait and see. Now, we do have some news announcements coming out tomorrow. The Eurozone has their GDP for their fourth quarter being released at 5 a.m. Consensus is that it has stayed the same at negative 1.5%. Year to date, we're showing that it's held as well at negative 1.2%. Now, the Bank of England is releasing their rate decision at 7 a.m. tomorrow. Consensus is they're dropping their rate from 1% down to 0.5 or 0.50%, so a full 50 basis points move. The Eurozone is releasing their central bank rate decision at 7:45 a.m. and they're dropping by 50 basis points as well, or at least that's the consensus, from 2% down to 1.5 or 1.50%. Well, that about does it for today. If you have a counter trend system and you want to trade all the way until tomorrow, right before the news announcement, it's a great time to do it. I'd recommend doing that. But other than that, until next time, this is Jason Fielder. Good trading.